Hello, I'm Sarah, and before we dive into the chapter, let me share a brief introduction to Genesis 14. In chapter 14, we witness a remarkable episode in the early history of Abraham, then called Abram, that highlights themes of conflict, loyalty, and divine intervention. This chapter recounts a significant military conflict involving several kings of the region. When Lot, Abram's nephew, is captured during a battle between powerful alliances of kings, Abram takes action. He demonstrates not only his bravery, but also his commitment to family by mobilizing his trained servants to rescue Lot. This chapter also introduces Melchizedek, the enigmatic king of Salem and priest of the Most High God, who blesses Abram and foreshadows important theological themes in the Bible. Through this narrative, we see the development of Abram's character as a leader and protector, and we witness the unfolding of God's promises in the lives of his chosen people. The tension between the kings reflects broader struggles, both physical and spiritual, that would characterize Israel's history. This is an updated version of the King James Bible with contemporary English. Now that we have set the stage, let's immerse ourselves in this captivating story and discover the lessons it holds for us today. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that they made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, and Shemeber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zoar. All these joined together in the valley of Siddim, which is the Salt Sea. 12 years they served Chedorlaomer, but in the 13th year they rebelled. In the 14th year, Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him came and struck down the Rephaim in Ashtaroth Karnaim, the Zuzim in Ham, and the Emim in Shaveh Kiriathaim, and the Horites in their Mount Seir, as far as El Paran, which is near the wilderness. Then they returned and came to En-Mishpat, which is Kadesh, and conquered all the territory of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites who dwelt in Hazantamar, and the king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, the king of Admah, the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is Zoar, went out and joined battle in the valley of Siddim with Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, Tidal, king of nations, Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elasar. 4 kings against 5. Now the valley of Siddim was full of tar pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled. Some fell there, and the rest fled to the mountains. So they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all their food, and went their way. They also took Lot, Abram's nephew, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. Then one who had escaped came and told Abram the Hebrew, for he was living by the oaks of Mamre the Amorite, brother of Eshcol and Aner, who were allies with Abram. When Abram heard that his nephew had been taken captive, he armed his 318 trained men, born in his household, and pursued them as far as Dan. He divided his forces against them by night, he and his servants, and attacked them, pursuing them as far as Hobah, north of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought back his nephew Lot, with his possessions, the women, and the people. After his return from defeating Chedorlaomer and the kings who were with him, the king of Sodom went out to meet him at the valley of Shaveh, that is, the king's valley. Then Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine. He was the priest of God Most High. And he blessed Abram, saying, Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, and blessed be God Most High, who has delivered your enemies into your hand. And Abram gave him 1/10 of everything. The king of Sodom said to Abram, Give me the people, but keep the goods for yourself. But Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have raised my hand to the Lord, God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, that I will accept nothing belonging to you, not even a thread or the strap of a sandal, so that you will never be able to say, I made Abram rich. I will accept nothing but what my men have eaten, and the share that belongs to the men who went with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre. Let them take their share.